every thought begins to fade. Your peace moves like a gentle tide, washing over all the noise inside my mind. Your voice is a calm whisper, guiding me back to who I am in you. I feel the warmth of your love resting on my heart like sunlight after rain. Every moment in the silence becomes a reminder that I am never alone. You walk with me even when shadows rise, even when my courage feels small. Your hand steadies every trembling part of me, and I learn again to trust. Hope begins to grow like a slow burning flame, steady, patient, unhurried. Your grace becomes a rhythm that carries me forward, one breath at a time. I drift in this peaceful place where only your presence matters. The world cannot reach me here, fear cannot follow me here. Your mercy becomes a soft wind moving through every corner of my soul. I rest in the truth that you have always been near, even when I could not see. Nothing in this life compares to the stillness of being held by you. Nothing feels more real than the quiet comfort of your love surrounding me. And in this moment I let go of every burden I try to hold alone. I let your light fill the spaces that once felt broken and forgotten. Your kindness lifts me higher than the doubts that used to weigh me down. You breathe courage into the parts of me that once trembled in the dark. Your presence brings a peace that the world could never offer. Jesus, you are the calm that settles every storm inside me. Jesus, you are the light that guides my steps when I cannot see the way. Jesus, you are the strength that rises gently when my own strength falls. Jesus, you surround my heart with peace deeper than the ocean. Jesus, you hold me close and steady my soul with everlasting love. Jesus, you quiet every fear, you lift every shadow, you restore every hope. In your presence I am whole, in your presence I belong, in your presence I find rest. As the night deepens, your love becomes even clearer to me. I feel it in the quiet rhythm of my breathing, steady and renewed. I sense it in the soft glow of peace settling over everything around me. You lead me through the stillness like a gentle melody floating in the air. You remind me that every moment of quiet with you becomes healing. Your truth settles softly in my heart, reminding me that I am safe. The worries I carry begin to loosen and drift away like fading shadows. Your light replaces what once felt heavy, and I learn to breathe freely through the quiet places of my soul, like a gentle river at dawn. I walk through memories of fear, yet your presence turns them into fields of peace. Every whisper of your voice softens the weight I once carried alone. You meet me in the stillness where my heart learns to breathe again. Your faithfulness rises, fresh like morning light over calm water. You lift every burden with compassion deeper than the ocean. My spirit finds rest under the shadow of your everlasting kindness. You rebuild what was broken with patience, stronger than stone. Your truth guides my wandering steps back to the safety of your arms. I remember the wonders you have done, the storms you have quieted. Your promises hold like anchors when the winds of doubt surround me. You stretch out your hand and the waves retreat in reverence. My soul leans into the comfort of your unfailing presence. You teach my heart to trust beyond what I can see. How tenderly you carry me through valleys I fear to cross. Your mercy becomes my melody, steady and true. You surround me with peace until every shadow dissolves. In your goodness I am held, renewed and strengthened. Jesus, you are my refuge, the river that never runs dry. When the noise of the world grows heavy, I run to the shelter of your nearness. Your peace settles over my thoughts like soft wings unfolding in the night. Every fear that once rose like a mountain begins to crumble in your light. Your love surrounds my trembling heart with warmth deeper than understanding. I rest beneath the covering of grace that never grows weary. Your kindness shields me from storms I never saw coming. Even in silence, you speak truth that steadies my soul. You lift my eyes above the shadows into the wide horizon of hope. Your strength holds me together when I feel undone. Your voice moves through the quiet hills of my soul, like when carving paths of light. You speak softly, yet the mountains inside me tremble in reverence. Where chaos once echoed, your peace builds a sanctuary of calm. You gather the fragments of my wandering heart into wholeness again. Your mercy stretches beyond the horizon, my eyes can see. I walk where your footsteps lead, trusting the wisdom of your ways. You calm the storms that rise within me before they break. You write hope into the deepest corners of my being. Your presence becomes the steady lantern that guides my journey. You teach my heart to listen beyond the noise of my fears. In your light, every shadow loses its power. Your nearness brings strength the world could never offer. You pour grace over my days like rain on dry ground. Your peace unfolds slowly, gently, beautifully. I stand in awe of the love that never leaves me. Jesus, you are the voice that leads me through the quiet hills. quiet grace. You tend to my heart with patience deeper than time. Your mercy waters the places I thought could never heal. You remove the weeds of fear with a gentle hand. How faithfully you restore what I believed was lost. Your kindness grows like vines of gold around my soul. You breathe life into what was fading beneath the weight of worry. Your joy springs up like flowers touched by heaven's light. In the soft hush of your presence, my spirit finds rest. You shape beauty from ashes with wisdom only love understands. Your peace flows between the branches, steady and warm. I walk through the paths you've prepared, unafraid and renewed. Jesus, you are the gardener of my heart, the keeper of my peace. Your light reaches the deepest waters where my fears once hid. You steady my drifting heart with truth that does not waver. Waves of worry lose their power in the glow of your presence. Your voice calls me gently from the depths into peace. I feel your strength anchor me when everything else feels uncertain. Your kindness wraps around me like a warm tide. You guide me through storms I could not face alone. Your compassion becomes the compass, turning me back to hope. when I falter, your grace remains unbroken. You reshape my doubts into quiet trust. Your peace settles deeper with every breath I take. I rest in the assurance that you are closer than the air I breathe. Jesus, my heart is anchored in your everlasting light. Before me wider than the horizon at dawn. You speak life into dreams that once lay silent in my hands. Your hope rises like the sun, painting the sky with courage. You steady my steps when the ground beneath me shakes. Your love holds firm through every season, never fading. I walk into each new day clothed in your kindness. Grace finds me in places I thought were too far gone. You gather my brokenness into your hands with tenderness. Nothing is hidden from your compassion, nothing too shattered to restore. You breathe life into what was fading, forgotten, overlooked. Your love reaches into the corners where pain tried to stay. You turn my mourning into quiet strength. Your presence becomes the resting place my soul has longed for. You surround my weakness with mercy that never runs dry. You lift every burden with patience deeper than oceans. You remind me who I am, even when I forget. You write hope across the pages of my days. Jesus, you find me, heal me, and hold me with unending grace. Holds the earth in balance, yet still finds time for me. You shape galaxies with power, yet soothe my heart with gentleness. Every star declares the wonder of your endless wisdom. Your strength wraps around my spirit when I feel undone. You speak peace into the corners of my soul that tremble. Your mercy renews me like fresh rain.